Assalamu alaikum and a very good day to all of you. My name is Askar Khan, and in this video we will understand the first habit of an highly effective person in any environment, and that habit is the habit of proactivity. What does proactivity mean? Proactivity means as human beings we are responsible for our own lives. Our behavior is a function of our decisions rather than our conditions. We can subordinate our feelings to our values. We have the initiative and the responsibility to make things happen. In other words, to be proactive means to take responsibility for our behavior. Let us understand it this way. What happens to us is not under our control. But how we respond to what happens to us is entirely a choice that we make. So between what happens to us and our response, we have the freedom to choose our response. And this freedom, Viktor Frankl, the founder of logotherapy, calls it as the last of the human freedom. The freedom that no one can take it away from you. The freedom to choose your response. And the degree to which you exercise this choice of yours in responding, to that degree are you response able. To that degree are you displaying your responsibility. Look at the word responsibility. Response, ability. Your ability to respond determines how proactive you are, and that is a choice that we make. As Eleanor Roosevelt once said, no one can hurt you without your consent. And Mahatma Gandhi, he said, they cannot take away our self-respect if we do not give it to them. So exercising this choice of responding is the essence of effectiveness, is the essence of being proactive. And on what do we base this choice of ours? It is based upon 4 human endowments. And they are, number 1, self-awareness. Our ability to think on our very own thoughts. Our ability to stand apart from our own self and examine ourselves. Because the way we see ourselves determines the way we behave with others and the way we behave with our very own self. So the first human endowment is self-awareness. And the second human endowment on which we can base our choice is imagination. Our ability to see beyond the present reality. The third human endowment is conscience, that deep inner awareness within us which prompts us to what is right and wrong. And as Madame de Staël said, that the voice of the conscience is so delicate that it is easy to stifle it, but it is so clear that it is impossible to mistake it. So the third human endowment is the conscious upon which we can base our response. And the fourth human endowment is our independent will, our ability to act based upon our self-awareness, free of all external influences. So it is on these 4 human endowments that a proactive person will choose his or her response. For example, let's say you are angry at me. Now, you being angry at me is your behavior, and I have no control over your behavior. But how I respond to your anger is entirely a choice that I make. And this choice of mine, this response of mine to your anger, I can base it upon those four human endowments. I can be self aware of myself. Who am I? What am I in relation to you? I can base it upon my imagination. What is the kind of circumstance that I envision after my response? I can base it upon my conscience. What are the values that I uphold irrespective of who you are? And then I act, I choose to respond using my independent will. And by doing so, I become a proactive person and I take the first step to become effective. Each one of us is by nature proactive. But how do we determine to what degree we are proactive? There are three ways to determine to what degree each one of us is proactive. And what are these three ways? Watch my upcoming video on understanding to determine to what level we are proactive. Up until then, keep watching and be proactive. And do subscribe to this channel proactively and click the like button and join me in my mission helping you learn. Up until then, thank you.